Let the match begin. Once again, joining me for guest commentary, we got the Vice President of Guam Volleyball Federation, Mr. Kaz Endo.
Hey, Shen. Glad to be back with you after that short break from the exciting bronze medal bout. Had a talk with the young ladies at USA, and they're in good spirits, and we can't wait to see their game grow. But now, we're on to the first gold and silver rounds, and this is going to be an exciting match. The American team is an attacking team, and the Japanese team has shown throughout the tournament a very, very good defensive, being a very good defensive team. Very smart team.
Very smart team. Talk about being smart. Japan tying it 1-1. Sakaguchi with the deep line pokey.
Now,
Suzuki back to serve.
what's interesting about these two teams, Shen, is that the American teams, although they have been actually the sleeper team of this tournament. Their best place finish in the FIVB World Tour has been 19th, whereas the Japanese team has come in first in the Budapest tournament. So they're very much the underdog, even though they don't seem so in this week's performance.
Suzuki banging away, dropping the hammer.
Yeah.
Bang-a-rang. Japan ties it up 2-2. Sakaguchi back to serve. Going after Schermerhorn. Japan showing some of that great ball control that they've been showing all week. And Schermerhorn just putting it down. Throwing it down. Hildreth back to serve.
Please control your steps. But he violated it.
They're just serving short to Sakaguchi.
In terms of size of the team, they're pretty evenly matched, as were the other the other teams that we saw earlier in the bronze match. And the tallest being the American team, but just slightly, with Sarah Schermerhorn being 6'1", but Sakaguchi not being that much shorter by an inch. So the blocks and the hits are going to be pretty much even-ended. So it's going to be all about hustle play out here today.
After the first switch, Japan 3, USA 4.
As expected, the crowd has now blossomed into a very nice number of people coming out to enjoy Sunday afternoon world-class beach volleyball.
Japan just serving it out. Japan leading 5-3. Schermerhorn back to serve. Sakaguchi with the poke around the block. Japan back to serve. 4-5. Sakaguchi to serve. Going after Hildreth. And letting them know that she's here to play.
Yeah, the American team will consistently take full swings. They're not interested in messing around once they get around that net. Now we'll see how the Japanese counter that with good defense, but also in attacks of their own, keeping them in change.
A little miscommunication there. But Hildreth taking advantage of it with a nice short cutty. 7-4, USA up. Going after Suzuki this time. The lefty banging off the block. Suzuki back to serve. Going short on Schermerhorn. Overpass. Swinging.
Short dropping serve. Making it tough.
Going down the middle.
6 serving 7.
6 serving 7. Japan coming back.
Yeah, I think just like we saw in the earlier bronze match, we're looking at battle between experience versus really that aggressive enthusiasm to play this game. And the American teams came out very hot, very strong, but now we're starting to see the disciplined play of the Japanese starting to get back the points they need to make this all even.
Yep, all about that discipline. Suzuki back to serve, 7-7.
Ooh, maybe I spoke too soon. That was not a very disciplined serve. Now, even though the American teams have been kind of the sleeper here, it's only because they're relatively new to the tour, both Sarah and Kimberly being here for just their second season.
And Schermerhorn with the block. One of our taller players in the tournament. Monster block. 9 serving 7, USA up. Suzuki going over on 2, painting that back line.
Sometimes you got to do that to get the side out, not mess around in these tight games.
You see the opportunity, take it. Sakaguchi back with a serve, going up against Sarah Schermerhorn. Touch on the block, going with the jumbo shrimp. Schermerhorn back, Sakaguchi with a dig. Swinging.
Oh, it's a net. Yep, net touch. Okay. What's interesting, they're attacking the taller Sarah Schermerhorn, given her height, but maybe they're very confident in being able to dig her or block her, but it's a very interesting strategy they're taking and going after the taller player.
Let's see if it pays off. Sakaguchi with the hustle play, tracking down the ball, getting up and dropping it. Beach volleyball corner pocket.
And with
10
that,
to 9.
Japan takes the lead for the first time, I think, in this set. Let's see if this continues.
Schermerhorn with a little roller over the block. USA ties it back up 10-10.
And that's where the long, kind of the long reach of Sarah helps that USC team near the net.
It's the technical timeout.
And at our first technical timeout, Japan leads 11-10. I want to take this time to thank our sponsors: Guam Visitors Bureau, Mikasa, Corona Light, Asahi Super Drive, Vibe, Volleyball Indoor Beach every day, Sorensen Media, Oceania Volleyball, Pacific Islands Club, Banco de Brazil, AV Confederation, Beach Volleyball World Tour Guam Beach Cup. Got our hype man running around the court.
You always need a hype person in these situations. Not that you need it to get people excited. The game's been exciting, but during these timeouts, we want fans engaged. All right, the players are back on the court. Let's see if that technical timeout helps Japan or Team USA.
This time going after Hildreth. Hildreth's going up, dropping it short right in front of Suzuki. Just out of reach of the outstretched arms of Suzuki.
Yeah, that just shows a lot of confidence by Kimberly, who really believes in that drop shot.
Little back set there.
No.
Another back set.
Oh, and the Japan team. Team Japan makes it pay for that basically free ball that they sent over.
Japan, the slightly shorter of the two teams, showing a lot of creativity with their play, doing some back sets and some quicker plays. Suzuki with the dig, The lefty going short. Sherman there with the dig, going up.
Oh, nice cover.
Sakaguchi swinging, just out.
12-12.
Just like that, 12-12.
Yeah, she just got a little excited on that one. And sometimes when that happens, you go out.
Wow, Sakaguchi with a little dropper right in front. Taking a page out of Hildreth's playbook. Suzuki back to serve.
Let's see who they serve to. They continue to pick on.
Going after Hildreth. Hildreth with a swing.
They've changed.
Suzuki with a touch. A lot of scramble volleyball, but going great. Look at this.
What a great rally.
Oh, Cuddy just out of her reach. Great volleyball, both sides. All four players laying it out there for the crowd, for the tournament.
Yeah, and you know, this is just my personal opinion, but once you start getting that 2-point lead, that's when you get confident. That's when the teams get confident.
And it's starting to show.
Down and in.
And it just seems like every little thing goes your way after that.
15-12.
Timeout, USA.
That's a good timeout by USA, just to stop the bleeding for a little bit, get a breather, kind of sit down and figure out what they want to do to get this thing tied up.
Right, at this timeout,
Sponsored by the Guam Visitors Bureau, Mikasa, Guam National Olympic Committee.
the timeout. I wonder what's going through the USA's head and what Japan's thinking as well. What do I need to keep doing? What do I need to do?
I think with the USA camp there, you know, they got to remain positive during this period. They got to think, okay, we're only a few points down. Things can change very quickly. And then on the Japan side, I'm guessing that the young ladies there are thinking to themselves, okay, we've got the lead, let's protect it, let's not do anything silly, and let's not give them any momentum going to the latter part of this set. I mean, it's not rocket science, but it becomes one when you're trying to execute it.
Yeah, especially with such a high level of volleyball, you really want to minimize the amount of momentum you give to the other team.
Yeah, one of the things that people don't understand about beach volleyball, if you're a casual watcher, is the heat. The heat really does start to get to you, and depending on what side of the court you're on, it's going to affect your play.
Yep. So if you guys are tuning in and you're wondering, we're switching, and we switch every 7 points, and this is to make sure that we give no advantages to either team, whether it be weather, wind, any of the elements.
All right, side out to USA. They've got the sun on their face. Let's see what they do. Let's see what Japan does.
Short
Take
serve to
advantage.
Suzuki. Suzuki going up, swinging hard off the block.
Now, when you got that sun in your face, even if you have that shades on, you know, it does affect your reflexes.
Mm-hmm.
Japan
Sometimes if you're a good enough player, just hide the ball in the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's lots of tricks out here in the courts.
Continuing their aim at Schermerhorn. This time Schermerhorn making them pay.
Yeah, that's where her height and reach comes into play. She clearly hits right over the block, and that was just a great play by Team USA.
Going deep to Suzuki this time. And with the lefty just poking it, rolling right over the block.
Yeah, Chiyo with a nice little roll shot over the block. And, you know, if you're not as tall as the blocker in front of you, you get creative, don't you?
Going after Sarah Schermerhorn.
Oh, nice.
Sakaguchi there with the dig. Going back with the cutty. Great play.
18-14.
Yeah, Sakaguchi has been showing that smart play attitude throughout the whole weekend. I'm not surprised. And her height at 6 foot, she can do some damage at the net if you give her a great set.
Trying to grind their way back in here.
Schermerhorn back to serve, 18-15. Going after Suzuki. The lefty with a roll shot over the block. Just out of the reach of the outstretched arm of Schermerhorn.
Swinging Sarah. Slamming Sarah. We're switching. Japan 19, USA 16.
What might be as impressive as the gameplay that's happening now is the great weather that Guam's giving volleyball fans throughout the world. This is the perfect weather for a gold match.
Swinging outside.
Oh, Hildreth with the swing, but just going out.
16. Scoreboard.
Chiyo back to serve.
All right, let's see who she serves to. Let's see if they've been consistent all game long.
Set point. Going after Hildreth. Hildreth with a swing.
Oh, nice. Nice up.
Great up by Chiyo. Chiyo with the high line. Shimmer there. Look at this volleyball. Chiyo going over on 2.
Oh, no touch. No touch. Is it?
With the touch.
Oh, the touch.
Line judge is calling a touch.
And that's it. That looks like that's it. First set goes to Japan.
Set goes to Japan.
21-16.
21-17.
Well, there's a little bit of controversy on that last call, but looks like the refs are talking to the players to explain what that circumstance was.
Have a third one. Cool off a little bit. It's going to be okay. We got another set to go. Lots of action yet to come, fans. Getting jiggy with some beach volleyball.
Boy, what a great day for beach volleyball here on the islands. This is amazing. This is Guam's first one-star world tour, and despite all the issues around the world surrounding coronavirus and other concerns, these people out here don't look like they have any care in the world. They're just all enjoying themselves, and they're being entertained by really, really great athletes showing their stuff out here in the beautiful island of Guam. We're lucky to live here, Shin.
All right, we're just about to start the second set of the gold medal match here at the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour, the Guam Beach Cup. USA back to serve, Hildreth.
All right, second set. Here we go.
Serving to the net.
Not a great way to start. Hopefully they'll shake that off.
Sakaguchi back to serve. Continuing their going at Kimberly, Hildreth.
Okay, so you're seeing 2 errors in a row, and this, I think, stems from their frustration from the last play of the first set. And,
that could be it. That could be it.
Players need to settle down at this time and say, okay, that's done. There's nothing I can do about that. Now I got to win this second one.
That's 3 unforced errors, 3 swings, 3 outs.
Now, if I'm a coach and this is a coachable game, which it's not, I'm yelling on the sidelines going, settle down. And that's all we can do here from the TV stand, saying, settle down, find your game back.
Looked like Hildreth switched over to the left side, trying to shake it up. But Japan, with the beautiful ball control, Chiyo just putting it away. Sakaguchi back to serve, 4-0. Yeah.
See, this is a mental breakdown, and one of I think one of the best attributes a player, especially a professional player, can have is the ability to forget. You know, you're still replaying that last thing, you're upset, and now you've got yourself in a 0-5 hole.
This is why they wonder why I have such bad memory.
Yeah. All right, a good break for Schermerhorn and Hildreth. They broke the goose egg, and maybe now they can settle down and play the game we expect them to play, which is composed in an attacking way.
Yep, 1-5, going after Sakaguchi. Sakaguchi with the high loopy wrist away over the block.
Yeah, the Japanese team got the side out there, and of course, it's never good to give the other side a point, but I liked that play because they were playing under control. Yep. Hildreth and Schermerhorn are playing under control, and when they're playing under control, those ladies are pretty tough to beat.
Mm-hmm. Continuing to go after Hildreth. Hildreth with the swing. Chiyo with the dig.
Down and in, break the corner.
Chiyo dropping it. Beach volleyball corner pocket. Nice control there by the player from Japan.
It might be a good time to call timeout soon for Team USA. If they get a point against them now, one more, they should call a timeout.
Off the touchdown. Point, USA.
All right. Let's see if these ladies settle down and play the game that they are capable of doing. Unforced error at the service line. This is where the ladies from Japan can make a statement play here.
Okay, out.
All right, into the technical timeout. Japan leads 9-2. Want to thank our sponsors: Guam Visitors Bureau, Mikasa, Corona Light, Asahi Superdrive, Vibe, Volleyball Indoor Beach Every Day, Sorensen Media, Oceania Volleyball, Pacific Islands Club, Banco de Brazil, Asian Volleyball Confederation, Jimmy D's Beach Bar. We're here at the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Guam Beach Cup. You know, cause I just got some info just given to me.
Yep.
So for the women's FIVB World Tour, Japan has 9 golds, 13 silver, 16 bronze, with a total of 38 medals. They finished 4th about 14 times. USA has 120 gold, 89 silver, 83 bronze, 292 medals. That's a big difference.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, internationally, volleyball is growing everywhere. So you're going to start to see some of the developing countries or countries that have traditionally not done as well on the beach side getting the wins, getting the points. And right now, Japan looks like they're having a commanding lead on this game, and we'll have to see if the Americans battle back.
Chiyo seeing the opportunity, taking advantage of being a lefty on that side, going over on 2. Japan up 10-3.
What we're seeing right now, Shen, just to be pretty frank, is that the Japanese team have both players have been, they've both come in first. They both have gold medal finishes, and that's the confidence they're playing with. Whereas the American teams, their best finish has been 19th. So right now, they don't have that sort of, okay, I've gone all the way feel. And so this is where they need to mentally battle back and say to themselves, okay, we're behind, but we need to win 1 point at a time.
Hildreth with the great dig. Sakaguchi with another dig. Going over the line. Hildreth with the stretch. Schermerhorn trying to help, but just couldn't quite control it. Japan up 11-4.
Well, sports is a game of momentum, and right now Japan has clearly the momentum. Seems like they can't do anything wrong at the moment. Look at that. Look at that dig.
Sakaguchi with the great dig and then put away with that cutty. 12-4.
Yeah, right now, even when the Americans are executing well, the Japanese have found their groove.
Thank you. And out.
Hildreth with the mismatched,
Sakaguchi
mishandled
serving.
serve or mishandled pass. Sakaguchi back 13-4. Japan leading.
Oh, great cover.
Schermerhorn with a swing.
I mean, it can't be overstated how great defensive coverage the Japanese teams are showing today, because those are hard shots getting at them.
Yeah. And they're just making it look easy, but these are hard shots. These are hard plays.
Oh,
And there you go, Hildreth putting it away, bouncing the ball off the back line.
all right. Let's see if we get the momentum that we know is needed here and make this game.
This time Schermerhorn there. Schermerhorn swinging,
There you go.
and Chiyo just not able to handle that one. A little bit of power there. Schermerhorn back to serve.
Schermerhorn now just got to keep playing aggressive ball like she knows she can do.
Sakaguchi with the swing. Hildreth with the touch on the block.
Oh, look at that.
And then the pokey, the reverse pokey.
That's what I'm talking about, that aggressive attack play. Yes.
Japan 14, USA.
Headed into the timeout, the technical timeout. Japan leading 14, USA 7.
Yeah, when you're behind like that, Shin, as a player, you remember, you got to pull out some tricks. You got to get the side out. You got to get the points. However you get them, you got to get them. And that's what we saw right now.
People's yards across the street. A Hyundai in the center parked in front of the blue house. The resident is unable to get out. Please leave your cars. You're driving a Hyundai or a Sentra and you're parked in front of the blue house.
If you just joined us, this is the gold medal match for the first
Be considerate of our neighbors there.
annual
All
Guam
back
Beach
in
Cup.
action.
Annual sounds good.
Annual sounds good. It's better than perhaps only. What a great turnout it is. What a great weather. I can't specify that enough. This is a beautiful time to play volleyball.
It is. Going after Sakaguchi. Sakaguchi with the swing off the block, just out of reach of the outstretched hands of Schermerhorn.
Chiyo up to serve. She's a crafty server. Let's see what she does.
These lefties. Hildreth with the cut.
Oh, look at that hustle.
Chiyo with the pickup.
You just can't dunk that ball in front of them. They will pick it up almost 90% of the time.
Schermerhorn with the great dig and putting it down.
There you go.
Dropping that hammer. Boom.
When Sarah hits the ball in a full swing like that, it is very hard for anybody to pick that up. She's hitting that ball very hard, and this is the attacking play that I've mentioned earlier, and they need to keep playing this way to get caught up. No. Intended play.
Looks like the block hit the block, went off the block, and out. Sakaguchi back to serve.
Okay.
Looked like the ball went fishing into the net.
Well, you know, bottle don't lie, they say, and maybe that's the case there. I wasn't there close enough to see the antenna, but sometimes the volleyball gods give you a break.
Schermerhorn with the serve. Sakaguchi going up and just placing it over the block and out of reach of Hildreth.
16-9, Japan on top of US.
Correction, 17-9.
Oh, 17-9, you're right. 17-9. Gold medal match here at the Guam Beach Cup. FIVB.
Schermerhorn going over on two. Sakaguchi chasing it down, but just couldn't quite get there.
10-17.
All right, there you go. There's that double-digit barrier that I was talking about earlier. They broke through it. Now they're looking at it and saying, okay, we got 7 to go. Whatever helps your brain lets you know there's a chance.
This time going after Suzuki. The back set on the left side, off the
big
block.
Swing.
Sakaguchi back to serve. Japan leading 18-10. Hildreth with the back set, going over, banging away. USA 11, Japan 18.
Now that there is a good combination of both a great executed play and the sun in your face defensively. You can't see where that's coming from. Oh, a little trick shot there.
Tricky shot by Chiyo.
That is an assassin right there, as you know. I mean, she's just said, look, we want to wrap this up. We don't want it to go to 3, so.
Oh, great up by Sakaguchi.
There you go. Push back.
Set point, match point, tournament point.
Oh, it looks like there was a net there.
Point right here.
It was a net by Schermerhorn.
Suzuki back to
Unfortunate.
serve. Match point. Schermerhorn with the swing. Putting it down on 2. USA still alive, 12-20.
12 points.
Continuing going after Sakaguchi. Sakaguchi with the pokey. Great cover by Suzuki.
Oh, great.
Look at that net play.